I'm very happy to be here and be a part of the function organized by GIM today. Members, doctors and the audiences and the students of GIM. This is something that is very unique, and I'm sure Indu Bhushan ji will tell you the whole journey of how this has evolved. I'm very proud to be a member of this government under our dynamic leadership of our Chief Minister, who has been also having revolutionary ideas as far as healthcare is concerned. Today we are here to talk and deliberate about a universal coverage program launched by our leader and the Prime Minister of the country, Shri Narendra Modi ji. It's not been an easy task. Many times when you see people coming and trying to pick up points on saying that what is missing, but nobody sees that what is the effort that has gone in to put this type of a program, which is, I think, globally one of the largest universal coverage healthcare programs in the world. This is a program that is not only going to transform India, this is a program that is going to actually give the poor the accessibility to healthcare. If you go through the nitty-gritty of the whole program, you'll see that each and everything is covered. Over 1,000 procedures covered under the program, under PMJ, basically to give access to the poor people in terms of diagnostics, in terms of primary healthcare, in terms of secondary healthcare, tertiary healthcare, and even post-hospitalization care. It's not been an easy thing. It requires a lot of funding, requires a lot of money, like Shri Parulekar just mentioned, that GIM is also going to play its role in trying to evaluate and see how these programs are being run here, especially in Goa. It is something that was the vision of the Prime Minister, to see that the poor get access to healthcare. It has actually been many times when you see the debates and deliberations on this program, people have become bankrupt actually virtually getting treatment. When a person suffers from cancer, he has no money. I have actually seen middle class people actually running out of money when they don't have any kind of insurance cover. It is really sad when a person has to go to Bombay or go to Tata Memorial, which is one of the finest institutes where they give cancer care. There are people sometimes who have to return back because they don't have access to that kind of funding. I have seen people from my own constituency who I have sent, it takes so much time because the load on that hospital is so much. And as a result of which, along when we talk about PMJ, which has been one of the most universally recognized programs launched by the Honorable Chief Minister. In Goa, similarly, our Chief Minister, Shri Manohar Parrikar, launched the DDSSY scheme, basically for tertiary care. This was basically to help people, which was a universal coverage. This was one of those states that came forward. And apart from that, there are many states in the country, like I was just talking to Indu Bhushan ji, that we sent a team to go and study the Gujarat model, because there are many models and we need to learn. It's not that what we have is excellent, but one thing I would like to share with the audience is, I don't know how many of the students, when you're doing this research, is Goa was one of the first states in the 80s to launch the Goa Mediclaim. And as a result, we used to give up to about 8 lakhs of rupees for people suffering from blood cancer. And also I would like to share with you that there are many problems when you deal with insurance companies. And as a result of which you have to come and evolve your own model and try to see how you can navigate in the system. There are issues like birth defect deformities, which is not covered under insurance. When I was a minister earlier, during my earlier tenure, we recognized cases like hemiplegia and other things and birth defect deformities and all these. We put it under the Goa Mediclaim because it was our Mediclaim, and we said the state was funding it. And as a result of including splints, they may be small things, but they actually play a role in changing that child's life.
If we think that why is it happening, because if they are more healthy or more unhealthy and still their hospitalization rate is lower, clearly there could be only 3 reasons. One, they don't have access, they don't have hospitals where they live, they can't afford it, or probably they don't know whether they are sick. So all 3 can be addressed quite easily, and at least 2 of them should be addressed very easily by PMJ. And we believe that if we can increase the hospitalization rate, not to say 6.2% that top 40% has, but maybe to the rate of their chronic morbidity, that will require increasing their hospitalization rate by about 2% percentage point, which is more than 1 crore additional hospitalization every year.